How's it going, friends? How are you doing? I am still feeling a little bit under the weather, but that doesn't stop me from doing some videos for you guys. And here I have a sweet one in front of me. I wanted to give Shiko Paragon of the Way a try. This is like a propped up Goblin Dark Dwellers, really powerful copies. Cast and copies any spell, like even permanents, creatures, whatever it may be, from your graveyard into play. But of course, it works best with spells that actively go to the graveyard. Of course, like, if you play a creature for 3 mana and it just doesn't go to the graveyard, it doesn't enable your Shiko on turn 5. So obviously a card that you want to play. With spells, there's some pretty fancy things you can do with it as well, with Caretaker's Talent or Free Blind Mice, where you can copy the Caretaker's Talent with itself to then just start drawing a ton of cards. You can draw your entire deck pretty quickly that way. And then with the Free Blind Mice, you copy any token in play, so you can copy the Free Blind Mice that you cast from the Shiko and just generate more and more Free Blind Mice, copying each other and going infinite that way. That's something I already, thought about. There's some lists out there that I could also try in the future. I'm personally a little skeptical about those because of stuff like Get Lost and Leyline Binding. If you're trying to like really assemble all that stuff, put it in the graveyard, find the Shiko, and then at the end your opponent just exiles your token with a Leyline Binding, that would be so fun. But it's certainly something that could that I might try in the future. But now we're gonna focus on sort of more a JESKAI control value version with a top end of 2 Chandras and JESKAI Revelation to, at best, copy of the Chandra. Chandra is, an incredibly powerful planeswalker. It works very well with Lightning Helix and Get Lost, where you can play her, make 2 mana, and then instantly copy a Lightning Helix, gain 6 life, shoot around damage. Get Lost, similar thing. And then, of course, the big blowout is the JESKAI Revelation copied with the Chandra for, some crazy amount of damage. You can also copy Ill-Timed Explosion if you want to draw 4, copy Stock Up, which is pretty nasty too. So yeah, Chandra is just a powerhouse of a card and makes a lot of sense. In JESKAI, makes a lot of sense with Lightning Helix. We have Split Up here instead of Temporary Lockdown. Split Up goes to the graveyard, so it works well with Shiko. And then we have a couple of copies of Beza to stabilize, 2 copies of Rediscovered Away to have more like powerful spells to get back with Shiko. I was thinking maybe to run even more than that, but I'm just gonna go with the split, and we'll see how it pans out. Mana base wise, I cut the Fabled Passage. This deck is pretty mana intensive. Like, you really want to have dual lands to be able to cast all these spells on time and like be able to cast white plus a Lightning Helix on turn 5 and do all kinds of things. And Fabled Passage isn't the best at enabling all of that, I felt. So I went and I'm trying out now a 9 tap land, 9 surveil lands, and 5 basics, so 14 basic land type lands, and then the 12 Verges. That's what I'm trying. Still getting a feel for what's best for these mana bases. All right, let's take a look at the sideboard. It's just kind of thrown together. I have some barrages in here. They're for Pixie, for Kaito, of course. Devout Degree for red, also for Kaito, I guess. Flash Freeze to respect Sunspine Links. I think that card is pretty nasty and seeing more and more play. So I have 2 copies of that. Also decent against Domain. Counters Atraxa, counters Analyze the Pawn, counters Beanstalk and Overlord, the green one. 2 Pyroclasm, also a nice one with Chandra. Deals 4 damage on the turn you play Chandra. Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hate, couple negates, a Tidebinder, another Beza, and 2 Obstinate Bailiffs. And now at a fitting time, everything ended here. Well, you'll see the next screen you'll see will be some gameplay. All right, look out for that. All right, yeah, this looks pretty reasonable. Can work with this. Okay, mono red. Torch. Huh. Could start theoretically like this. That's actually pretty reasonable. And then I can go this on turn 3, so I have no more lies enabled. It would mean that a Nemesis could resolve, though. Yeah. I'm gonna risk it, I think. It's just so much better to play it like this against any other draw than turn 3 Nemesis. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lightning Helix that right away. My tea going here. Having a cold and all. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Am I happy about that one? I don't think so. I want to find Beza, Ill-Timed Explosion, Split Up. Those are the cards I want to find. Definitely countering that one. Opponent has a pretty strong draw here on the play, but I can't complain either. I can't complain. Interesting. Well, I do have to discard one expensive card. And a stock up, I guess. Yeah, maybe like this. Yeah. 6 damage to everything. 7 damage even. Why 7? Oh yeah, because I discarded the 7 drop, right? Yeah. Damn, look at that. Oh wow. Yeah, they have the main deck links. That's pretty powerful here. Told you so. Main deck links, popular these days, which is probably really smart, to be honest. Okay. Why did I tap like this? Because I had that, right? No. Well, now I guess I'll take the Parlor and Lightning Helix. Or do I take the Revelation? Do I go big? They're gonna hit me down to 6. I probably should just take the Lightning Helix, honestly. It's kind of crazy that I might be losing this game. We'll see. I mean, it depends what they have here, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna lose this game. Crazy. Sunspine Links was pretty good. Didn't have. Yeah, I'm gonna just lose this game. Imagine. I had Torture Tower turn 1, turn 2 Lightning Helix, turn 3 Normalize, turn 4 Sweeper, and I took turn 5 off. That was sort of. I was out of gas at that point. Crazy. I'm just gonna lose this game. That's wild. That's pretty wild. Am I gaining life if the links is so damn brutal that I can't gain a life here? Otherwise I could have gone Chandra and gained some life. I think I won't gain any life, right? I think that's how it works. I'm just gonna see. Maybe I gain 3 life. Like when the links dies, but I don't think that's how it works. I think it would still be in play, and yeah, I don't gain any life. Crazy. I mean, their draw was like insane. It was the best on the play draw that you could. Maybe not the best, but it was really good. They didn't have a turn 3 Nemesis, but it was close to the nuts. I mean, they used up all their mana. They played a Higher Claw, an Emberheart plus Heartfire Hero, Manifold Mouse kicked, Sunspine Links, Nemesis. I think takeaway from this game though is that this JESKAI deck does have some game here. Just, you know, the best red draw, the 10 out of 10 red draw is just not something you beat with any deck, right? So, okay. I guess Chandra probably not what I want in this matchup. Get Lost. Get Lost I kind of need. I need something to cleanly kill, what's it called? Nemesis. I kind of like all the rest here. I could cut a Revelation. I think Shiko is pretty good. I mean, imagine flashing back a Lightning Helix. I could cut something like Rediscover. Man, I can't believe I lost that game. That was frustrating. Problem with these JESKAI decks, I guess, or with any of these free color decks, is if Mono Red just plays 4 links, which I think Mono Red should be doing, probably, then that's tough. That's just really difficult to overcome. Okay. I guess I'm gonna bottom an island. Because then they have that powerful main decked spell that deals you like a ton of damage. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep that. I have Beza. I mean, the best EV play is probably just to play red in this format. I don't know, like red with links. Like, how are you ever gonna not have a 65, 60% win? At least like on the ladder, I'm probably gonna get to 75% win rate if I do that. Like, if I would just pick up mono red and just play it for like 5 hours, I'd probably be mythic. Do I just Wrath or do I play Beza? I get to draw a card if I play Beza. That seems pretty damn good. But I don't even get to gain life, which is kind of funny. I do get the fish tokens. And I might set up for more of a sweeper. Oh, Shiko, let's go. This card is nice. Definitely a feel-good card. There's also the Dragonologist, which is like a 1/3 that looks at the top 6, takes an instant sorcery or dragon into your hand, and untapped dragons have hexproof. Which works really well with Shiko, which has vigilance, so it will always be untapped, so it will always have hexproof when that 1/3 is in play, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. And the Dragonologist also costing 3 mana is perfect for Shiko, right? But that's something I considered for this deck. But then, I don't know, like the Dragonologist not working with the Chandra made me kind of go not want to do that. Interesting. I might just discard these two. Is that crazy? I think that's fine. Nemesis would have been a bit of a problem this game again because I have so much burn. No. Do I even want to attack? I mean, I'm at 21. I think I want to attack. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, right? Like, Nemesis is problematic. There you go. Speaking of the devil. The nice thing here, I guess, is I can just raise them. Just hit him down to 12. Looks like they have Monsters Rage, maybe. Play a Shiko. I'm not gonna play the land. Just Sunspine Links is on my mind. I guess I could also just kill the Nemesis. I think they have Monsters Rage though, so that would be pretty bad. Okay, sure. I mean, I go to 15. Okay. Good luck. Good luck winning this game. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, fair enough. Let me see. I mean, they're at 8, so they have to block. And I have a counterspell. They literally have to draw the Fumantic Barrage to stay alive. Yeah, that lightning strike on the own nemesis. That was not a good idea. Like, they did not realize the position they were in that game. They had to play a grindy game and not a game about life. Total. They had to keep the nemesis around to block the base or something, I don't know. Or like keep the lightning strike to hope to draw a removal, another burn spell to kill the Shiko or something. But denying me free life from the Helix, wasting away both your strike and your nemesis was definitely not the play. Pyroclasm is kind of interesting against some of their draws. Especially turn 2, if they go 1-drop into Ember Heart or Manifold, could be pretty good, but really only turn 2. I don't like the normalize as much on the draw. I think I'm gonna leave it though. I don't know. The Pyroclasm, I don't think it's that good against Gruul or Mono Red. They also don't have Swift Spear. They're running Lynx instead of Swift Spear. They play a 1-drop. They have, I mean, there's a lot of scenarios where I just easily lose with a hand like this. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, I think I'm keeping just on the basis of I have some decent outs. These are red-white, so I can cast Helix at least. Okay, perfect. That was huge. Don't think so. This is for Shiko down the line. Could be nice. If they have Manifold Mouse, come on. I mean, be for real. Just a nut draw on the play here again. Alright. Nemesis next turn, probably. Nemesis actually wouldn't be so bad into a split up. Magebane Lizard, okay, that's a card, I guess. I can blow these two up if I want to. Sure. Okay. Interesting. I guess I'm just gonna do nothing. Just keep up this torch. Oh, they have nothing. No, then I'm just gonna kill this. They don't seem to have Lynx. They just flooded a little bit, maybe. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take 5 from the Lynx here, but that's manageable. And they don't seem to have it right now. I mean, what am I looking for? Am I looking for something? Do I want to surveil? Do I want untapped land so I can go 2 things? Second get loss seems unnecessary. I don't know. Not the best stock up ever. Alright, fair enough. I love Timed Explosion. It's such a... like, you could play Day of Judgment, right? But this card, outside of the Nemesis thing, the Nemesis thing is like the main problem with this card. The Nemesis thing wouldn't exist. I was hoping to hit like a stock up there and I could have cast it immediately. Outside of that, it's just... what am I trying to say? It's so much better than like Day of Judgment. It's such a crazy powerful card. Just the ability to draw 2 cards when a sweeper is bad is so huge. They learned from the other game. That's funny. Sure. Now we see Shiko just slowly and surely, like, yeah, every Lithomantic Barrage kills one of these, but doesn't matter when I'm just drawing a bunch of cards. Easy life. You have another one? That's funny. Flash freeze. That's just funny. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 5, 7, 7 mana, 9 mana. Oh, they have 17 life. I have 17 as well. I don't know. I mean, this draws me 2 more cards, which is kind of unfortunate. Unfortunate, I say. Let's just play Shiko again. Yeah, like it just didn't matter. Like I just tried to find the quickest way to win the game. Okay, we got there. Nice. That's a good sign. Beating mono red. I mean, they did flat out this game. Also, but they probably had like these 2 in their hand very early in the game. Very good for us, of course, because you know, like yeah, sure you can catch Shiko, but it doesn't. And you shouldn't bring this card in. This card is not very good here. I don't know what this is for anyhow. Like, why would you ever put this card into your deck? For what matchup? I don't know. Okay, I'm on the play. I do have some surveilling. Surveil is pretty nice with Shiko, I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting, huh? Do you want to cast that or do you want to surveil it? I don't know what I'm up against. Kinda need lands. But this could also dig me towards a land. If I'm playing against a red deck, I probably want to cast this turn free and not stock up. I'm gonna bin it. Not super confident about that though. Darkslake Shores, okay. Interesting. And I kind of want to have the value play, but I might need this to kill a turn 2 play. Yeah, just have to discard the Shiko. I shouldn't be too greedy. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I need lands. I just need lands at this point. Alright, we're getting paired into a bunch of tier 1 decks here. Mono red into Pixie. It's good testing, I guess. Good stress testing for this deck I'm playing. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy they did that. No land is not good. Nice. Again, huge that the ill time is not a day of judgment. Really huge. Just so many moments where it's just a divination. They're gonna go. We'll see what they do, I guess. I'm probably gonna go just stock up with Shiko here. I feel like it's really difficult for this JESKAI deck to run out of cards. I have so much card advantage. And then in the late game, I have Chandra plus JESKAI Revelation to go completely over the top. So what does Pixie do against Shiko? Nowhere to run, and this turn ain't big enough. I'm not that great against it. This for sure. And then Get lost, I guess. Could take a land, but I think I'm okay. Momentum break, I guess. Yeah. Three cards in hand. It has to be one of these two. I have a ton of removal. I have Torch, Get Lost, all of that. So if I discard the explosion, I'll keep. I have to discard one more. Maybe stock up. Is that because I have like 2 more Haymaker cards? I could also just discard Lightning Helix. I kind of like the Torch because I hold it up here. I don't know. Maybe this is a little too greedy. They can get nothing back with the talent. Like I kept all my value cards. I'm just gonna do these 2 this turn, I guess. Okay. That and a land. I could hold up the Get Lost and just play this and I don't know, take another Shiko. I think I shouldn't do that though. I think I should just take this and then play my Rediscover. This deck is certainly fun. If they Nightmare me, I also have a nice discard here. If they go for the stock up rebuy, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Maybe just Shiko. I could Chandra and kill both of them. They probably have this town ain't big enough. Which I could counter with Normalize. But then I can't play anything else. I could also take the land, play Shiko, split up. And then with the land I can get lost whatever they want to bounce with the stone ain't big enough. Could also play Chandra and Lightning Helix these 2. That seems pretty safe. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. This can't kill Planeswalkers. Cannot. Okay, so I'm just gonna take stock up then. I mean, I guess they could have a counterspell here. But they're playing the stock up version. I don't think they have a counterspell. I guess they can bounce my Chandra. Not going to do so. That would have been annoying, I guess. Something I didn't consider. They can bounce it in response to the ability. No, they're just gonna... We'll see what they do, I guess. Bounce my Chandra. Yeah. Yeah, they messed up there. They could have prevented more. Do I want that land? Could go Chandra, kill a few things on board with the minus, and hold up Get Lost for these Storm Chasers. Alright, fine. I have so much value, you know, like I think it's okay to keep a land at this point. Like, this deck is kind of mana hungry. So I'm drawing so many cards, I really want to make a land drop every turn. I don't know, something feels good about seeing all these gold cards. I don't know, just that I do like. You're just holding out this tonic big enough again. I could just plus here and pass the turn. Or I could shoot this. I'm gonna plus, whatever. Did it even hit a Get Lost? That's funny. Chandra copies once per turn, but that also means in the opposing turn. So for example, Chandra makes your No More Lies, your counterspell, into on the opposing turn into like pay 6. Where it's countered, which is pretty good. We have the Kirin. Return up to 1 target, non-land permanent, so they do have the target with that. Go with the Nightmare. You could just kill these two. Maybe it's wrong, maybe I should have killed the talents and let the creatures live. I don't know, I feel like my life, like, the talent loop is not gonna be good enough against the Chandra. I feel like my life is more important, but I could be wrong. Like, I would have taken 6 there. They have like an optimum, yeah, I mean, I could have just passed and see what happens. I didn't need to do it there and then, technically, but if I do it there, then they at least can't, like, bounce the creatures again in response, because they were tapped out. I hope my voice is not too quiet. I'm just gonna discard the Get Lost, I think. The stock up. So I can make mana, or I can try to hit something crazy with the Chandra. But I do have plays anyhow already. I could try to find JESKAI Revelation. Yeah, I guess that's a play. I can look 10 cards deep here, find the Revelation, and then copy it on their turn. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I mean, this is just insane. Copying stock up, Chandra finding the Revelation. Yeah, if you ever get to untap Chandra in this deck, I mean, you're cooking. You are cooking. Okay. Okay. Belov. I kind of like everything in my deck, which makes it a little hard. I think No More Lies maybe not good enough. Split Up is kind of decent, I think. Belov comes in. I do like Barrage, of course. Negate's fine. Devout Decree is good against Kaito specifically. but I don't know how many Kaitos they have. The stock up version usually doesn't even have that many Kaitos. Negate really isn't that bad against them. Tidebind is also not too bad, but yeah, what am I cutting? Need to cut something. Maybe some removals. Maybe one of these. Beza. And Beza is fine in this matchup. Does feel kind of wrong to cut it. Maybe I could get away cutting more JESKAI Revelation. They don't really have answers for Chandra, right? So as soon as that thing hits the battlefield, I'm probably just gonna win the game. They can bounce her and like maybe counter her, but I can probably play around counter spells. I also have negate myself. Okay. Okay, they play Scavenger and that's unusual, isn't it? Playing Scavenger and Stock Up in the same deck. Hmm. It kinda has to be the Chandra, doesn't it? Unfortunately. Ghost Vacuum. Fair enough. Don't think I have an answer to this. 2 cards in hand. Stock up land. Seems fine. Guess I'm just discarding Mountain here. No land, yeah. So sitting on counter magic, perhaps. Okay. I guess I need to discard this. Maybe that. Now I still have Stock Up and 2 removal spells. I'm just gonna distonate big enough and that. Fair enough, fair enough. Maybe I was meant to just pass and like get lost to Scavenger. They have 1 more spell in hand, we know that. Could be another this town. A little too late to the party. Do I take the split up? I do have 2 removal. I guess I will take the split up over land. I mean, the surveil land is kind of decent. Digs me towards card advantage, Shiko, whatever. I mean, Shiko is not that good against the vacuum, but you know, 4/5 flyer is not embarrassing either. Yeah. Enough is enough. Their draw was pretty good. We're beating them on the draw. Like, they went Scavenger into Nightmare plus Anchorage. Had the Vacuum for my Shiko. Had another Nightmare, had a bunch of Distown, had Storm Chaser's Talent. Their draw was really good. We're beating them, so that's quite a good sign. Oh, are you sure? Okay, I thought it was Distown big enough to clear my hand. I mean, I definitely might be losing this game. It's not looking too hot. I mean, I could put him to 8 here. It's pretty good. Man, 1 turn too late. They can take creatures with this as well. They could have taken a Scavenger there. Well, I have bad news. Wow. That was a lucky draw for me. Yes, let's go. Nice. Look at that. Ah, it does feel good when, you know, when sort of what your thesis going into, you know, the new standard format is that it's going to be very difficult to find anything that's going to be able to beat, you know, Pixie, Monored, Gruul, Domain. And I've actually beaten all 3 of those major archetypes. Before I recorded the video, I played against Domain and beat them in 3 games. And my opponent was pretty good. So, like, they were definitely up to the game. And I beat them. And now I beat Pixie and Red as well. And Pixie had, like, pretty good draws. The Red opponent also had really solid draws. Besides game 3, they had kind of bad draws. Alright, is this something, yeah? Is this a deck? Maybe, huh? That's kind of cool. That's exciting. Play first. Okay, yeah, I have a torch. The surveillance are gonna get me there. Okay, fair enough. I can go torch and then normalize turn 3, I guess. That I don't want. White. Mono white. Mono white I should be able to go over the top. I'm worried about Caretaker's talent, so I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna cast stock up quite yet. That's a card. Could be useful. Huh. That definitely could be useful. On the other hand, I kind of want lands. I kind of want a Shiko. Close one. I don't know. I wouldn't know exactly what my opponent's up to. I might keep that, but I don't know exactly what they're doing. Looks like mono white tokens. Elspeth, probably. Elspeth is a really powerful planeswalker, so do want to play with that card as well at some point. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna normalize that. That leaves me a little bit open to an Elspeth, maybe, which is not good. I guess I want more white. I'm probably gonna be fine against an Elspeth. I'm probably gonna find ways to kill that thing. I'm gonna take 2. Okay. I guess I'm gonna cast Split Up. Untapped. Alright. Yeah, it's certainly an Elspeth deck, but it seems to be not the usual tokens deck that we know. More like a creature-based one. And yeah, if you give this deck time, it will eat you. Rediscover the way. It's just so much fun to play with that card, not gonna lie. Okay, sure. I just need an untapped land there. Pass the turn. Yeah, I'll take 4. I wonder if I can kill my opponent here. 4 to the face, 2 lightning helix. I do have double strike on everything. I probably can kill them. Yeah. The double strike playing an important part here. If they have lay down arms, I guess not. I might still be able to. Alright, now I'm for sure killing them. Right, like I have Helix that's alone 6, then they become 12 and have a normalize. It's a nice thing about Rediscover the way it can just kill people all of a sudden. And then Lightning Helix with Chandra can also deal a lot of damage out of, like, give you a lot of reach. That's 12. And have a normalize up. Could have dealt even more damage there. Okay. Mono white. Pyroclasm. Yeah. Normalize, Beza, Chandra, Tidebinder, Enduring Innocence, Devout Decree. So I guess the options are Lithomantic, Pyroclasm, Beza, and Negate maybe? Nah, probably not. What do I want to board out though is the question. I don't really see any bad cards. Maybe Get Lost. Pretty bad against the token strategy, theoretically, but good against Elspeth specifically. Maybe Lightning Helix. Just spot removal is not where you want to be. Lithomantic. Well, how much loyalty does Elspeth have? Like, I think she goes up to 6 is the problem. think. Let me just double check. Yeah, she goes up to 6 if she pluses. So then you can't even barrage her. That's awkward. Maybe you have to cut some top end. Negate. I feel like the only way I can lose is like an Elspeth going rampage. Tidebinder stops Elspeth too. Beza seems kind of nice, but I don't know if I need it. Tidebinder is also very good against Overlord. They cast it on turn 4. No, I don't know. I don't know exactly. Maybe I should have cut more helixes for just Beza and Lithomantic because they are more effective cards. Okay. Definitely do like playing this deck, not gonna lie. It's pretty expensive. Whatever. I kind of have everything. I have a pretty good curve. I don't have a sweeper, I guess, but... Are they bluffing a virtue of loyalty? No, okay. Interesting. Annoying card would be Innocence Enduring It. That's also kind of annoying. I guess I can kill the Toby. And then this can't attack or block. Sure. Could have Get Lost at the 4/4, but I don't think I want to do that. Okay, that's nice. Oh my god. Look at my cards. Everything's so powerful. Just land, right? Yeah. I could have taken the Pyroclasm too, but considering I have Beza is kind of like a sweeper effect. Okay, interesting. I mean, go broke or go home, right? Just play Beza, I guess. I'm gonna go up to 27. Board is stable. I mean, if they kill the Beza, I guess they have a pretty good attack, but then I can play Shiko. There's that Elspeth, okay. Okay, sure. What to do? Oh, double strike is interesting. That is interesting. I could like deal damage, give double strike attack here, but I would have to deal 4 damage exactly to make that work. I could just play Shiko. And Lightning Helix the Elspeth. I would really like to go Chandra Get Lost next turn, which I won't be able to. Oh, I can just rediscover the way. I forgot about that. Right, yeah, that's probably the line. Yeah. Those two are also best friends, huh? When they designed this set, they were like, yeah, we're gonna give JESKAI some goodies. So what happens if I attack with the Beza? I guess I'm just gonna get a Plains here. If I attack with the Beza, they can double block. And then I kill this and nothing happens. They can triple block, I guess. Then I kill this. And the token. And this survives. Because I have 8 damage to do. Or I just chill. I guess I kill both of these. That's kind of fine. They might also just chump block, which is even better for me. Right, I mean this feels like the most playable deck of the decks I've played so far. Like of the brewy ones. Not to say that the others weren't playable, but I guess what I can also do is I can just kill these, right? These two. That's best, yeah. Yeah. No. These two. Yeah. So basically trade my Beza for one more thing against their Beza. Good trade for me. They can clear the Shiko. Parting Gust, okay. Torch the tower. It's good against the Innocents. I kind of want to play Chandra plus Get Lost, but yeah, it doesn't seem that great. Maybe... I can also minus the Chandra. No. What if I play Chandra, Get Lost, kill these two? Seems kind of decent. And then next turn I have Revelation, and if they can't, if they don't kill my Chandra, they're like super dead.
This war ends today. Here, have a gift. They won't know what hit it.
It's kind of how I beat the domain player. I was just copying Get Lost at some point with Chandra, and they didn't find their Get Lost in time, and because Leyline Binding is not the best answer to Chandra, I was able to blow it up with the 4 Get Lost. The 4 Get Lost are really important, of course, against domain. Really, really huge, and then later in the game you can just Revelation them. Now, if you want to make the domain matchup even better, you probably just add like Destroy Evil or something to the sideboard. Just more disenchants. It's so good for Chandra. Yeah. Oh my god, it just let me untap with my Chandra here. Okay. Play my land. Make mana. I guess they have Parting Gust. Virtual Loyalty. Sure. You get to draw a card, that's fine. You also get to draw a card. That's okay by me. Pass the turn. Oh man, I got nothing. Ah, so unlucky just flooding over here. I'm like excited like a child. This is definitely how I'm gonna end the video. We're not gonna play a game after this one. Okay. Yeah, you can have a map. This even goes up by 2, huh? When you plus her, that's pretty nuts. Just 9 damage laying on the board here right now. Chandra is so insane. Such an insane card. I wish we would have had like more decks viable with her in the past. We had that one red-black mid-range deck that Team Handshake won the PT with. Nathan Stoyer that abused her, but otherwise, don't think she's seen much play. There's the Get Lost. So sad. I guess they can draw it here actually with the map. Why not the 4/4? Can someone explain? Okay. Have they made a late land drop already? Yeah. They're just passing. I guess my Chandra is gonna bite the dust here. I mean, I have to do it. I can't fuzz around here. They're gonna sack it, get lost. I gotta take care of my nose real quick. All right. Just bounce the fountain port, I guess, and have to discard a card, maybe. I don't know, whatever. Shoot 4 to the face. Shoot 4 here. Shoot 4 here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Little token army I have. Do I have a kill? Maybe. I have a lightning helix, so this is 8, 10. If they go up to 4/4s, that's 16, 18. If this stalk up finds me a lightning helix, they're dead. I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna cast Shiko and cast lightning helix with that. Doesn't get him dead, but gets him pretty low. I only have one more lightning helix in my deck, so going for the stalk up line doesn't make that much sense to me. Okay, sure, now they have to have the sweeper, and then we still have a loaded hand. Alright, not bad. All the white planeswalkers, and then a lay down arms, huh? Okay, not bad, not bad. I don't know, maybe I should just go end of turn Revelation. I'm just gonna play it like this. And then hold up the Tidebinder. I can bargain from the graveyard, nice. Man, I wish this deck to be good, but honestly, like, even though we've had a good run here, I don't know, like, for example, the mono-red matchup with the Nemesis and the Sunspine Links, that does still scare me a little bit. I don't know if it's actually playable. We did win, but that doesn't mean that it's actually good. Alright, JESKAI with the 3-0 here. Okay. You know, I don't want to be too excited, you know, because this is definitely dear to my heart. I mean, we're playing Chandra and JESKAI Revelation and Shiko and all these insanely fun cards. Like JESKAI Control, how sweet would it be if this is actually good? But I do have to say, just, you know, the facts are this has been the most best feeling deck from the new decks that I've played so far. So, you know, that's all I can say. I feel like they really pushed Jeskai. Rediscovered Away is pretty bonkers. Shiko is really good. And Jeskai Revelation is obviously very powerful, even though it's expensive. And then, you know, you still have Lightning Heels in the format. You have No More Lies. You have Ill-Timed Explosion. So like a lot of pieces are already there. Stalk Up entered last time with Ether Drift, which is really good with the Shiko. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. All right. Well, I hope I can recover so I can be a little bit more excited and talkative. I hope you didn't mind that I was sniffing and sneezing a little bit. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Take care.